your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. That's the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. Yes, I will worship Your holy name. Lord, I worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day drawing. It's time to sing His song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing to His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day drawing. It's time to sing His song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing till the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end was near and my time has come, still my soul will sing Your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord,
Just before we start, can I please get a confirmation if the voice is clear and the video is clear? Pull up that screen. Yes, that's it again. Correct. Just we'll also adjust the camera. Can I please get confirmation if the sound and the stream is correct? It's clear and loud. Thank you so much for confirming. Welcome Hiren, welcome Abhilash, welcome Tawfiq, welcome Pavanji, welcome Rajesh, welcome Pavanji again, Bijuji, welcome all. If I miss your name, apologies for that. Welcome all to the evening session. As you know, we meet every day from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. and on Sundays and Saturdays we meet on Zoom 8 p.m. The whole purpose of all this session is to make sure that we are not impacted by any negativity going around us and surrounding us in this tough time, and we learn the basics of how we can align our mind, body and energy. As I always stress in all my sessions that this is not a religious program or this is not a promotership of anything. All we do in our Mita Wellness sessions is to keep your mind, body and aligned. So scientifically on experiential level we learn how do we keep our mind, body and energy aligned, and also learn the ancient techniques of those which can help us to keep those state of mind in that this thing. Now today what we are going to do, what we do in these sessions basically bring the lot of material from everywhere and combine them together so that we can learn why it is important to do meditation or yoga. So today, yesterday somebody mentioned in session that they were watching Ramayana and they found something in Ramayana. So I always love to see things in our ancient history, whether it's Ramayana, whether it's Bible, whether it's Quran, or whether it's any book written by any person from any religion. I always try to find the references where they have made references to the importance of yoga and meditation. And somebody sent that clip yesterday from Ramayana. So I did some research today and try to find out what all other people have or the famous people have said about yoga and meditation and how important it is. And fortunately I found that because it was Ramayana yesterday somebody shared, I thought let me see what it has been said in Mahabharata, because I always try to find these references, and fortunately I found one clip in which Krishna is explaining to the Arjuna about importance of working on meditation, going inside and looking inside what we can see inside, and also about the chakras. So don't take it on face value, just try to understand it as in broad perspective about what mind is, what body is. Yesterday we also discussed when we do Anapana meditation how our mind wanders. This is shown into a visual form, so it's bit old, so forgive me. Also it has a English subtitles which is so good that our audience from English background can also see. So sit back, relax today's clip, and then we will start our session with pranayam, meditation and kriya, and I can promise you it will be wonderful session today. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the clip without any judgment or without any what you call analyzing. Just try to understand the crux of it, and then we start our session regular. Thank you so much. Let's begin.
प्राणी के लिए आवश्यक है कि प्राणी अपने मन को काबू में करके अपने अंतर में झांक कर आत्मा को देखे, तब उस आत्मा के अंदर उसे परमात्मा का प्रकाश स्पष्ट दिखाई देगा। उसी को परमात्मा का साक्षात्कार कहते हैं।
तुम तो कहते हो कि अपने अंतर में झांक कर आत्मा को और उस आत्मा में प्रकाशित परमात्मा को पहचानो, अर्थात आत्मा से अलग कोई और है जो आत्मा को पहचानेगा। ये किसको कह रहे हो कि आत्मा को पहचानो? कौन पहचानेगा अंतर की आत्मा को?
तुम्हारा मन।
मन?
हाँ, तुम्हारा मन।
परंतु तुम तो कहते हो कि मन माया के भ्रमजाल में फंसाकर प्राणी को बहुत नाच नचाता है, फिर वो आत्मा और परमात्मा क्यों ले जाएगा?
तुमने ठीक प्रश्न किया अर्जुन। उसका उत्तर यह है कि जब तक तुम अपने आप को मन और विषयों के अधीन रहने दोगे, तब तक वो तुम्हें नाच नचाता रहेगा। हे पार्थ, मनुष्य का शरीर एक रथ की भांति है। उस रथ के जो घोड़े हैं, उन्हें मनुष्य की इंद्रियां समझो। जैसे आंख, नाक, कान, मुख, जीवा आदि। उन इंद्रियों को, घोड़ों को जो सारथी चलाता है, वो सारथी ही मन है। और उस रथ में बैठा हुआ जो उस रथ का स्वामी है, वही आत्मा है। मनुष्य की इंद्रियां अपने विषयों की ओर आकर्षित होती रहती हैं। और उसका मन इंद्रियों को उनके विषयों की ओर ही दौड़ाता रहता है। ये तभी तक हो सकता है जब तक जीवात्मा अपने मन को अपने काबू में ना लाए। जब तक मन काबू में नहीं आएगा, वो इंद्रियों को उनके विषयों की ओर ही दौड़ाता रहेगा। विषय उनको बुलाते हैं, इंद्रियां उनकी तरफ भागती हैं, और मन जीवात्मा की परवाह किए बगैर रथ को उस ओर लिए जाता है। परंतु जब तुम स्वयं मन के अधीन न रहकर मन को अपने अधीन कर लोगे, तो वही मन एक अच्छे सारथी की तरह तुम्हारे शरीर रूपी रथ को सीधे प्रभु के चरणों में ले जाएगा।
मन है शरीर के रथ का सारथी, रथ को चाहे जिधर ले जाए। इंद्रियां हैं इस रथ के घोड़े, घोड़ों को विषयों की ओर भगाए। आत्मा और शरीर के मध्य में, आत्मा और शरीर के मध्य में ये मन अपने खेल दिखाए। मन को वश में कर ले जो योगी, वो इसी रथ से मोक्ष को जाए। मन को वश में कर ले जो प्राणी, वो इसी रथ से अनंत को जाए।
इसीलिए मैंने कहा था कि मनेव मनुष्यानाम कारण बंधन मोक्षेय, अर्थात यदि मन तुम्हारा स्वामी है और तुम उसके अधीन हो, तो वो तुम्हें माया के बंधन में जकड़ता रहेगा। और जब तुम मन पर काबू पालोगे और उसके स्वामी हो जाओगे, तो वही मन तुम्हें मोक्ष के द्वार तक ले जाएगा।
हे मधुसूदन, ये कहना तो बहुत आसान है कि तुम मन पर काबू पालो, मन के स्वामी बन जाओ, परंतु यही तो सबसे दुष्कर कार्य है। हे केशव, मन तो वायु की तरह चंचल है। जिस प्रकार बहती हुई हवा पर काबू पाना असंभव है, इसी प्रकार इस चंचल मन को अपने अधीन करना अति दुष्कर काम है।
हे अर्जुन, तुम्हारा यह कहना सत्य है कि मन अति चंचल है। उसे अपने वश में करना बहुत मुश्किल है।
मुश्किल है जनार्दन, असंभव है।
नहीं अर्जुन, मुश्किल अवश्य है, परंतु असंभव नहीं है।
तुम्हारा कहना है कि मन को वश में करने का कोई तरीका, कोई साधन भी है?
अवश्य है।
क्या है वो तरीका?
असंशयम महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहम चलम अभ्यासेन तु कौन्ते वैराग्येण च गृह्यते। अर्थात मन को वश में करने के लिए उस पर दो तलवारों से प्रहार करना पड़ता है। एक तलवार अभ्यास की है और दूसरी तलवार है वैराग्य की।
अभ्यास और वैराग्य?
हाँ, अभ्यास और वैराग्य। देखो अर्जुन, अभ्यास का अर्थ है निरंतर अभ्यास। मन को एक काम पर लगा दो, वो वहां से भागेगा। उसे पकड़ कर लाओ, वो फिर भागेगा। उसे फिर पकड़ो। ऐसा बार बार करना पड़ेगा। जैसे घोड़े का नवजात शिशु एक क्षण के लिए भी स्थिर नहीं रहता, क्षण क्षण में इधर उधर फुदकता रहता है। उसी प्रकार मन भी क्षण क्षण में इधर उधर फुदकता रहता है। एक चंचल घोड़े की तरह मन भी बड़ा चंचल होता है। और ऐसे चंचल मन को काबू करना उतना ही कठिन है जैसे किसी मुंहजोर घोड़े को काबू करना। ऐसे घोड़े को काबू करने के लिए सवार जितना जोर लगाता है, घोड़ा उतना ही विरोध करता है और बार बार सवार को ही गिरा देता है। परंतु यदि सवार दृढ़ संकल्प हो, तो अंत में वो सरकश घोड़े पर सवार हो जाता है। बस फिर वही घोड़ा सवार के इशारे पर चलता है। उसी प्रकार मन को भी नियंत्रण की रस्सी में बांधकर बार बार अपने रास्ते पर लाया जाता है, तो अंत में वो अपने स्वामी का कहना मानना शुरू कर देता है। इसी को कहते हैं अभ्यास की तलवार चलाना।
जब अभ्यास की तलवार से ही मन ठीक रास्ते पर आ जाए, फिर वो दूसरी वैराग्य की तलवार की क्या आवश्यकता है?
उसकी आवश्यकता इसलिए है कि एक बार ठीक रास्ते पर आ जाने के बाद मन फिर से उल्टे रास्ते पर न चला जाए, क्योंकि उल्टे रास्ते पर इंद्रियों के विषय उसे सदा ही आकर्षित करते रहेंगे। मिथ्या, भोग, विलास और काम की तृष्णा उसे फिर अपनी ओर खींच सकती है। इसलिए मन को यह समझना जरूरी है कि वो सारे विषय भोग मिथ्या हैं, असार हैं, योग माया के द्वारा उत्पन्न होने वाले मोह का भ्रम है। मन जब इस सत्य को समझ लेगा तो उसे विषयों से मोह नहीं रहेगा, बल्कि उससे वैराग्य हो जाएगा। और यही वैराग्य की तलवार का काम है कि वो विषयों के मोह को काट के मन को सन्यासी बना देती है।
मोह से विमोहित जब बुद्धि तेरी भली भांति मोह रूपी दल दल को पार कर जाएगी। लोक परलोक से संबंधित भोगों के प्रति तब तेरे मन में विरक्ति भर जाएगी। वासना की वासना रहेगी तेरे पास तनिक, मन स्थिर हो जाएगा, कामना मर जाएगी रे अर्जुन। मन के स्थिर होने पर आत्मा ये परमात्मा रूपी सागर में उतर जाएगी, परमात्मा रूपी सागर में उतर जाएगी।
Welcome back. Hope you liked the video. The whole purpose of this video was to bring some ancient knowledge, so don't go think much about it. When it says vairagya or sannyas, these are the state which have been misinterpreted lot. One can be in his family with his children, with his everything. When they say sansar or maya, it's not about leaving everything and going to Himalaya, because sansar and maya comes with you. Sansar and maya is nothing but it's in your head, in the thought form. So one don't have to leave his house. What it usually refers to, how to get rid of unconscious thinking, which when the thinking goes, everything else goes. So basically it refers to when a guy or a person or a woman who is mastering her own mind, where her thought goes down. So that means that she is becoming sannyasi or saintly. When I say saintly, doesn't mean that you have to leave what you are doing. It just means that it brings peace and joy and blissfulness into your life and the people surrounding you. While you are in the family doing everything, it brings more love and joy to the family, more life to the life, because most of the time we are living thinking. So it's not the right state to live in. The right state to be to live more and think less. This is all it brings together. So let's start today's kriya. We will do some kriya, pranayam, and then we will do meditation. Also followed with bhajan, beautiful bhajan, and let's bring that peace and joy to our life. And do let me know once the session finish. Do let me know what you think about today's session. Also, I want you to forward me such clips. I love these clips from various religions, and whatever makes somebody elevate in its own life is always helpful. And we have tremendous what you call treasure in our past from the country we come. It's one of the oldest civilization, and we don't have to invent the wheel because everything has been given to us. It's just that we don't invest much time to research it. But anyway, this is our effort that we do all the time. And let's start with the kriya. Two things: do not create any resistance. Second thing, give your 100%. And one of the most important thing is anchor your mind in the present moment. That means we are practicing to be in present with our mind and body. How do we do that? By feeling everything we do. Now take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. We'll chant Am 3 times. Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in. Turn your neck towards your left as much as possible. Put your right palm onto your right cheek. Press your right cheek onto the palm. 1. Feel the stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly, slowly, hand going down. Feel the movement of hand. Feel the movement of neck. Anchor your mind into this present moment. Feel the movement of your hand. Touch of your hand, palm onto your cheek. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly, slowly again going down. Now, both the palm onto forehead. Press your forehead on your palm. Agni Chakra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feeling. Become aware. Now back of the head. Become aware what going on in your head. Feel the movement of your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly, slowly going down. One more time. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly, slowly going down. Towards right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's important that you feel all the movements of neck, hand. Feel the temperature of your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's also, if you can close your eyes, if you know the asana, you can feel more. Back of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now Vishuddhi Chakra, which is throat chakra. Taking your chin to your chest, down like this, and taking your neck up from right side. Feel the movement going up, going down, again going up, going down. We are trying to stretch the muscles and the veins in the area where the chakras are located, so that the energy can flow and the blood can flow, and the stiffness will go, becoming more flexible. One more time, going up, coming down. Very good. Now with the shoulder, both the hand palm onto your knees, making 360-degree circle, with the shoulder making circle. 1, 2, smile on the face. 3, 4, 5, 6, shoulder blade touching each other. 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the hand movement. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's very important that you feel the touch, you feel the stretch, you feel, so that we anchor our mind into this present moment. Mind is not wandering here and there. Even if it is wandering, we bring back. Also see where our mind is going. Okay, so we become observer the whole time. Now Anahata Chakra, both the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite. Slowly, slowly feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is for Anahata Chakra. Anahata Chakra is one of the very important middle chakra. The three chakra, above, three chakra below. This is the middle one with two triangles, one facing upward, one facing downwards. This chakra is blocked by a lot of grief. Now we need to open this. With bad experience it gets clogged up. Again onto the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Now Manipurka Chakra, the energy chakra, deals with willpower and also is blocked by our shame and guilt. So that whenever we do something unconsciously hurting people, then we realize that we made a mistake. That kind of guilt will block this chakra. Now taking your forehead to your knee, bringing back, going to center, coming back, right knee, give your 100%, keep your mind anchored. See how your mind is going here and there. We have seen in the video how the mind works. The whole point of spirituality is this. It's a science, not any religion, where you find the interplay, the mechanics of your mind, body and energy. Over the years, all that knowledge have been converted into religion. But it was nothing but to keep your mind, body aligned. But whole scripture has been taken out of context, and that's how the religions are born. Right. Up. Now we'll make full circle. If we keep our mind, body and our energy aligned, we are not going to hurt anyone. And all the religion teaches the same thing, that love everyone, respect everyone. And that is only possible when your mind is conscious what you are doing, when there is less thought, when there is more intelligence. Go down as much as possible. Whatever happens, whether consciously or unconsciously, whatever we do, the law of karma follows us, and we suffer all our own heaven and hell on this earth only. Opposite. Now how do we suffer heaven or earth or hell on earth? Always remember, the fruits of karma comes in the form of sensation. If you have done a good karma, it will come as a pleasant sensation. If you have done a bad karma, it will come as a unpleasant sensation. Always remember, the fruits of all your karma comes in the form of sensation. Pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation. Those can refer as hell or heaven. The pleasant sensation is heaven, unpleasant sensation is hell, and one has to face them before they die. Open your left leg. So the heaven and hell is not something, a physical dimension where we go after we die. Up, down, up, down. These are the mental state one has to face when they are alive. So we create our own heaven, we create our own hell by the karmas, and the fruits of karmas, how do we get those fruits? In form of sensation, pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation. Up, down. Very good. Many people say there is a heaven and hell after the death, but I can guarantee you, because to experience anything one needs a body, one needs the senses like mouth, ear, touch, smell. Then only he can enjoy the fruits of his karma or regret the fruits of his karma, and it needs body. But once you die, you leave your body here, mind here, so there is no way one can suffer their karma after the death. So there is no heaven or hell after the death. Whatever it is there, it is here in this birth, and we all suffer or enjoy. Shishupal 1, 2. It's so simple. If you become conscious about your thoughts, you become conscious about your feelings, you keep anchoring your mind and body at one place, you become intelligent enough not to do any wrong karmas, which will bring the fruits, whether pleasant or unpleasant. Now, the problem with this is this: whether you do good karma, whether you do bad karma, one has to acquire the body again and again to bear the fruits, to take the fruits of that karma. That is why when somebody does something selflessly, without any expectation, it becomes kriya, not the karma. And when you do kriya, it's an inward action, not outward action. So it does not bring any fruits, and it keeps cutting all those karma which we have done previously. Kiss your toe, kiss your baby with other one. 1, 2. This is very important. Always remember that whatever karma we do, the fruits of karma comes in the form of sensation, pleasant sensation or unpleasant sensation. That's the only way karma manifests. And for both we need a body. Kiss your baby. Very good. So bring your thoughts into awareness, bring your action into awareness, bring your energies into awareness. Now bring your toes near to your genitals. Go up, down, 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 up, down. Keep doing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Very good. Now sit with your Ardha Padmasana. Very good. We'll do Bhastrika Pranayam. Both the hand beside your shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't use mouth, only the nostril. We'll see consciously breathing and making our respiratory system strong. Breathe in, breathe out, 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 breathe in, out, 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 in, out. Relax. Keep your palm open onto your lap, eyes closed, attention onto your palm. Anchor your mind onto palm and feel the sensation on palm. One more time. Breathe in, out, 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 in. Oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. Oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. In, out, 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 out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Relax. One more time. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, in, out, 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 in, out. Relax. Hold attention onto your palm. Anchoring yourself on the palm. Become aware of the tingling sensation. Become aware of blood flow on the palm. Become aware of the sensation. Become aware of the silence. We'll do Kapalbhati, exhaling through stomach. Only exhale, do not inhale. 30 times. Start. Keep doing. Relax. Become aware of the silence surrounding you. Become aware of body temperature. Become aware of the clothes touching your body. Become aware of different sensation on your face. Start again. Push the carbon dioxide out with force. Very good. One more last time. Start. relax. Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. Close your one nostril with the thumb and take long deep breath in. Now close opposite nostril with the pinky finger and exhale through opposite nostril. Take inhale from the same nostril. Close with the thumb and remove the pinky finger and exhale through that nostril. You can put 3 fingers on your forehead to help your hand, or you can put a support like this. Take long and deep breath in. Close and exhale. Take long and deep breath in. Exhale. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. Take long and deep breath in. Keep doing. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. 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 Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. Take long and deep breath in and exhale. Relax with eyes closed. Become aware of the silence surrounding you. Become aware of all the sensation on your body. Sit back, relax, keep your back straight. Sit in a relaxed pose. If you want to sit on chair, you can sit on chair. If you want to sit on couch, you can sit on couch. But don't lie down. Just sit with your back straight. If you are wearing any glasses, remove your glasses. Today we are going to activate the chakras. As I said, that slowly we are going to release the energy. So you have to follow how the chakra has to be activated, and we'll also make the mantras for the chakras so that the chakras will start slowly start opening, and you will see that the great energy start to flow into your mind and bodies, revitalizing, again regenerating and re-healing all the past traumas. Now take your right hand, put near your genitals, down to your genitals, close your eyes. The first chakra, the bottom chakra, is Mooladhara chakra. So the mantra for Mooladhara chakra is Om Mooladharaya Namaha. The Mooladhara chakra deals with fear and uncertainty. The mantra for Mooladhara chakra: I am getting free of all the fear and the uncertainties. 3 times say that in your own mind. I am getting free of all the fear and all the uncertainty. I am getting free of all the fear and uncertainty. I am getting free of all the fear and uncertainty. Now take your hand 1 inch above your genitals, not touching, 1 inch apart from your body. Swadhisthana chakra, which deals with pleasures. Pleasure is not only sexual pleasures, there can be many pleasures. One can take pleasures in many things. So do we need pleasures or no? Yes, we do. But we don't need unwanted pleasure or unconscious pleasure. So the mantra for Swadhisthana chakra is Om Swadhisthanaaya Namaha. I am getting free of all the unwanted pleasures. I am getting free from all the unconscious pleasure. I am getting free of all the unwanted pleasures. I am getting free of all the unconscious pleasures. I am getting free of all the unwanted pleasures. I am getting free of all the unconscious pleasures. Now, 1 inch above your navel, take your palm, feel the energy. The third chakra from bottom is Manipurka chakra, deals with willpower, constantly making you do things and not letting you rest in your own being. Manipurka chakra mantra is Om Manipurkaya Namaha. I am getting free of all the unwanted act. I am getting free of all the unconscious thinking. I am getting free of all the unwanted act. I am getting free of all the unconscious thinking. I am getting free of all the unwanted acts. I am getting free of all the unconscious thinking. Now Anahata chakra, which is the center chakra in your chest, in the center of chest, palm going there. Om Anahataya Namaha. The heart chakra deals with all the emotions. This is usually blocked by the experiences of grief, and the major flow blockage is in heart chakra. Because of those past experiences, we build so much walls on our heart that we become so mechanical and never now go back to heart. So the mantra for the heart chakra is I am getting free of all the unwanted pain. I am getting free of all the unwanted pain. I am getting free of all the unwanted grief. I am getting free of all the unwanted grief. I am getting free of all the unwanted pain. I am getting free of all the unwanted grief. I am getting free of all the unwanted pain. I am getting free of all the unwanted pain. Now the second last chakra in the body is Vishuddhi chakra, which is for throat, which deals with truth and often blocked by lies. Om Vishuddhaya Namaha. I am getting free of all the unwanted lies. I am getting free of all the unconscious talks. I am getting free of all the unwanted lies. I am getting free of all the unconscious talks. I am getting free of all the unwanted. I am getting free of all the unconscious talks. Now takes up to Agna chakra. This is chakra deals with the illusions and the reality. When this chakra is open, that Agna chakra can take out all the illusions and bring you into the reality where you see the world as it is, not through your pattern of thinking. Om Agnaya Namaha. Om Agna Chakraya Namaha. I am getting free of all the illusions. I am entering into world of reality. I am getting free of all the illusions. I am entering into world of reality. I am getting free of all the illusions. I am entering in the world of reality. These are the 6 chakra into the body, and the topmost chakra is Sahasrara chakra, crown chakra. It's 1 inch above your head. Put hand there on top of your head. Om Sahasrara Namaha. Om Sahasrara Namaha. I pray and I bow down to the nature to help me open my Sahasrara chakra. I pray and I bow down to the nature to help me open my Sahasrara chakra. I pray and I bow down to the nature to help me open my Sahasrara chakra. I pray and I bow down to the nature to open my Sahasrara chakra. Slowly, slowly take your hand down. Keep your eyes closed. Sit in relaxed pose. If you want to open your leg, you can open your leg. Just become aware of surroundings. Just sit, relax and feel the energy flow from your Sahasrara chakra. Take your attention on the top of your head at the Sahasrara chakra and become aware what is happening there right now without analyzing. Try to feel the energy on top of your head. Take your attention to your throat. If you can't feel the energy, put your hand above your throat 1 inch and feel the energy on your palm. If you are able to feel without putting palm, you can just feel. But if you are not able to feel the energy, you can put your palm 1 inch away from the throat and feel the energy chakra on your palm. Now take your attention to your heart and feel the energy in the center of your chest. Cannot feel this energy by itself, you can put your palm 1 inch above your chest and feel energy. One inch above navel, Manipurka chakra. Take your attention there and feel the energy and activation of Manipurka chakra. Take your attention further below, 1 inch above genitals. Swadhisthana chakra. Feel the energy. And at the bottom of your base, Mooladhara chakra. Take your attention and feel the energy. Become aware of the energy flow in your body. Become aware of a cosmic silence surrounding you. Become aware of the sound of silence, also called Anhatanad, the wave frequency which brings all the intuitions from the cosmos. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. Take long and deep breath in. Slowly, slowly let it go. With next long deep breathing, we'll chant Am 3 times. Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in. Take long and deep breath in. Sit back, relax with your eyes closed only. Open your legs, relax. If you want to sit on chair, sit on chair. But try to keep on closing your eyes. We'll have one bhajan and then we'll end our session. Sit back, relax, and feel the sound of music inside your whole body.
दुर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिशेंदुराची कंठी झळके माळ मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव ओ गजानन ओ सर्वतमन साथ जो तूने है दिया पापा तेरी करुणा में जग जी लिया रत्ना खजिता फरा तुझ गौरी कुमरा रत्नाची उठी कुंकुम केशरा हिरे जळत मुकुट शोभा तो बरा रुजती पुरे चरणी घागरिया जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति हो श्री मंगल मूर्ति दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ति जय देव जय देव सारा जग तेरी है तो माया सब मेरी खातिर तू ही लाया इस धरती का तू जो दाता इसे संवारूंगा है ये वादा लंबोदर पीतांबर बलिवर वंदना सर्व सुंदर वक्र तुंड त्रिनयना समाचा बंटा है सतना संकटी पावावे निर्वाणी रक्षा भी सुवर वंदना जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति हो श्री मंगल मूर्ति दर्शन मात्रे माना कामना पूर्ति जय देव 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 जय
Welcome back. We hope you liked today's session and you enjoyed thoroughly. This brings us to the end of the session today. And as I mentioned that we again meet tomorrow morning 8 o'clock on Zoom. I will share the details. Please do let me know how did you like today's session, and if these sessions are bringing peace and joy in your life. And do, as I said, do share so that we can reach to as many as people possible. That's the aim, that in these difficult times, if you can even give someone 10 minutes peace in their mind, that is more than enough humanity service. We are so engaged in our day-to-day life, we can't do anything for our society, but at least we can do this, that press one button to share and make everyday effort to at least spend 5 minutes and reach to as many as people possible. Even if you do that, I can guarantee you that will be your huge contribution towards society, and especially in difficult times. So take out your 5 times, go on Mita Wellness Facebook page and share as much as you can to all the groups and WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups. The only reason for this is that we bring hope, we bring a peace when people are tense, so they are not going towards the wrong path of relaxation, whereas they come onto the right path of divine path of bringing their mind, body, by enjoying the ancient technique we offer here from the various parts of the culture in India and also throughout the world. The techniques taught in these sessions are really from great people, saints, and lot of research has been done on this. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow 8 o'clock, where we do lot of physical exercise, yoga, also pranayama and meditation. Thank you so much. And if you're online, do say hello, because I will be online and responding to all for next 10 minutes. Thank you so much, and do share your feedback and any specific feedback of what did you like today. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow morning 8 o'clock. Good night.